Welcome to Algebra 2, Section 1.2, Addition, Subtraction, and Multiplication with Polynomials. This section starts getting pretty exciting as far as it looks really good on paper when you get done, but it's not super complicated to do the work. You definitely have to pull up or draw on all those properties and things that we've learned to do these. We'll start with practice 1.2. All the definitions are on Quizlet. Make sure you get familiar with them. We're going to start on number 2. It's asking to find the sum or the difference between the polynomials. Whether it's a sum or a difference is really the biggest thing here. In this case, the first one is the quantity of 4y squared plus 17y minus 3 plus the quantity of 2y squared minus 10y plus 5. So that one is to find the sum right here. And that makes it a whole lot easier for us. Whenever you're adding two quantities, you can just drop the parentheses and combine like terms. So that just becomes 4y squared plus 17y minus 3 plus 2y squared minus 10y plus 5. We didn't show the step, but there's an understood 1 right there. And what we're really doing is distributing that positive 1, multiplying it times everything in there, which gives us what we started with. Now I'll combine like terms. I've got 4y squared and 2y squared is 6y squared. Then I've got 17y minus 10y. 17y minus, if I have 17 y's and I take away 10 of them, I'm left with 7y. And I've got minus 3 plus 5. Negative 3 plus 5 is positive 2. And that is my solution. Now the second one, we'll notice is not a sum, it's a difference. It's the quantity of negative 3b squared plus 6b plus 1 minus the quantity of 5b squared minus b minus 3. So when there's a minus there, that's when we have a little bit of extra work to do. We need to understand that that 1 is there, and I will distribute it. This one will just drop, and that minus 3b squared plus 6b plus 1. Negative 1 times 5b squared is minus 5b squared. Negative 1 times negative b is plus b. And negative 1 times negative 3 is plus 3. So really, every time there's a minus outside that quantity, we know we're just going to change all the signs in it. We just have to be really careful not to skip that step. Now I'm going to combine like terms. I have a minus 3b squared and a minus 5b squared. Negative 3b squared minus 5b squared is going to be negative 8b squared. Then I've got 6b's and 1b. 6b plus 1b is plus 7b. Then I've got 1 plus 3 is a plus 4. And that is my solution. Okay, number 10 wants us to multiply the monomial by the polynomial. So I'm going to have to take the 2x squared, that's my monomial, and I'm multiplying it times all of the polynomial. Alright, so I got to distribute it. 2x squared times 4x squared is 8x squared. Then 2x squared, let's see, it's actually 8x to the 4th. I've got to add those. 2x squared times positive 10x. 2 times 10 is 20. X squared times x is x cubed. 2x squared times 2 is going to be plus 4x squared. Number 14 wants me to multiply the binomials using the FOIL method. It's not always going to tell us it's the FOIL method. We'll have to memorize that. FOIL. It's first, outer, inner, and last. So the first is x times x, which is x squared. The outer is x times negative 6, which is minus 6x. The inner is 3 times x, which is plus 3x. And the last is 3 times negative 6, which is minus 18. Just combine these like terms, I get x squared. Minus 6x plus 3x is minus 3x, minus 18. Don't forget that last step, that these are like terms. Number 18 wants us to do the same thing. We're going to FOIL. So again, I'm going to do 7x times negative 2x is negative 14x squared. The outer is going to be 7x times negative y. So I'm going to get minus 7x y. Inner, 5y times negative 2x is minus 10x y. And then last, 5y times negative y is minus 5y squared. Again, I've got these like terms in the middle. So I've got negative 14x squared. Negative 7xy minus 10xy is minus 17xy minus 5y squared. Okay, so number 20 wants us to multiply the following polynomials. These can get kind of long, but again, the individual steps are really easy, so it looks good on paper. We've got to multiply every term in here times every term in this one. So we'll mark it as we go. X times x squared is x cubed. X times negative 4x is minus 4x squared. X times positive 9 is plus 9x. 3 times x squared is plus 3x squared. 3 times negative 4x is minus 12x. And then 3 times 9 is plus 27. I need to combine any like terms I have. So I've got negative 4x squared and 3x squared. And I have 9x minus 12x I can combine. That'll leave me with x to the third. Negative 4x squared plus 3x squared is just negative 1x squared, Positive 9x minus 12x is minus 3x. And then plus 27, just carry that one down. And we're done. Same exact thing here. Number 24. We've got 2x times x squared is 2x cubed. 2x times negative 7x is minus 14x squared. 2x times negative 8 is minus 16x. Negative 1 times x squared is minus x squared. Negative 1 times negative 7x is plus 7x. And then negative 1 times negative 8 is plus 8. Like terms, I've got negative 14x squared and minus x squared. And I have negative 16x, positive 7x. 2x cubed. Negative 14x squared minus x squared is minus 15x squared. 16x, negative 16x plus 7x minus 9x plus 8. So number 30 is a special method of FOIL. We're multiplying two binomials, but they're conjugates. What makes them conjugates is they're exactly the same except for the sign in the middle. You've got the quantity of x plus 2 times the quantity of x minus 2. Anytime that we're dealing with a conjugate, it's going to be FOIL, but I can ignore the outer times the outer and the inner times the inner and just mark the first times the first and the last times the last. The reason being is whenever I do x times x, I get x squared. And then 2 times negative 2 is minus 4. That's the way that we're going to do it, but I want to show why it works. So whenever I FOIL, I would have gotten first times first is x squared. Outer times outer, x times negative 2 is minus 2x. Inner times inner is plus 2x. You should already be seeing why it works out the way it does. And then 2 times negative 2 is minus 4. So we can immediately see negative 2x and positive 2x cancel each other out, leaving us with x squared minus 4. That will happen every single time, no matter what the terms are, when you're multiplying two binomial conjugates times each other. 38 wants us to square the binomials. A lot of times we see something like that and we just want to put our pencil down, but it's not complicated. All we do is, just like it says, the base of that exponent is x minus 2. So that means it's x minus 2 times x minus 2. So now we FOIL. X times x is x squared. X times negative 2 is minus 2x. Negative 2 times x is minus 2x. Negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. Combine the like terms in the middle, and we get x squared minus 4x plus 4. Number 44, they made it a little more complicated because they gave you two variables, but again, we don't treat it any different. We have 3c minus 12d, and because it's squared, we're multiplying it times exactly the same thing, 3c minus 12d. First times the first is 9c squared. outer times the outer, negative 3 times negative, or positive 3 times negative 12 is minus 36. C times D is C times D. Negative 12 D times 3C minus 36 CD. Last times the last is negative 12 times negative 12, which is a positive 144. And D times D is D squared. Just like every other time we multiply binomials, we have these inside terms that are like terms. So we're left with 9C squared. Negative 36CD minus 36CD is minus 72CD plus 144D squared. Okay, so 46, they took it up another step. We're going to have the quantity of 3x plus 2 minus 4 times quantity of 3x plus 2 minus 4. So that's two binomials that we can now simplify a little bit more. That becomes 3x plus 2 minus 4, 3x plus 2 minus 4, 3x 2 minus 4 is minus 2, 3x 2 minus 4 is minus 2, and now we FOIL. 3x times 3x equals 9x squared. 3x times negative 2 is minus 6x. Minus 2 times 3x is minus 6x. And negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. Inside like terms equals 9x squared minus 12x plus 4. Alright, number 54, same concept, one extra step. It is now cubed y minus 2. Y minus 2. Y minus 2. We're going to have to start off with two of them first. So we'll pick these two. And it's going to be y squared minus 2y minus 2y plus 4. That's one quantity. I'm just going to bring this other one down with it. Combine those like terms. We're going to have y minus 2 times y squared minus 4y plus 4. Now I've got to multiply the binomial times the trinomial, which means y goes through everything and the negative 2 goes through everything. Y times y squared is y cubed. Y times negative 4y is minus 4y squared. Y times positive 4 is plus 4y. Negative 2 times y squared is minus 2y squared. Negative 2 times negative 4y is plus 8y. And negative 2 times positive 4 is minus 8. My like terms, I've got negative 4y squared, negative 2y squared, and I've got 4y and 8y. So that's going to be y cubed minus 4y squared minus 2y squared is 6y squared. 4y plus 8y is plus 12y, and then minus 8. That's it. Okay, the last sample problem for this section. I just added one extra variable in there. K plus 4w times k plus 4w times k plus 4w. Just going to carry this one down. Focus on these two. K times k is k squared. K times 4w is plus 4kw. 4w times k is plus 4kw. And 4w times 4w is plus 16w squared. Now I have to distribute everything through the binomial and this one. Combine these two like terms here. K plus 4w, k squared. 4kw plus 4kw is 8kw plus 16w squared. K times k squared is k cubed. K times 8kw is plus 8k squared w. K times 16w squared is plus 16kw squared. 4w times k squared is plus 4k squared w. 4w times 8kw is 32kw squared. And 4w times 16w squared is going to be 64w cubed. Find any like terms we have. We've got 8k squared w and 4k squared w. And we've got 16kw squared and 32kw squared. So I have k to the third, 8k squared w plus 4k squared w is going to be 12k squared w. 16kw squared plus 32kw squared is going to be plus 48kw squared. And then I just drop my 64w cubed. And that is everything for this section.